Welcome to JOJO Does Things. Today we're doing a review of a movie again, but this time we're joined by this lad. So yeah.
Welcome to Life in My Shoes, it's way up there, and
JOJO Does Things.
Today we're doing a review of
SHAZAM.
SHAZAM.
Yeah.
So we have a couple questions. We went and saw SHAZAM last night, reluctantly.
Yeah.
Because you didn't originally want to see it, although I thought you would really enjoy it. So we went last night to a very late showing, rolled back into the house about midnight, but we both really enjoyed it, and we wanted to do kind of a question review. So we sat down and came up with 5 questions.
I came up with 5 questions.
He came up with 5 questions. I helped a little bit, but he came up with 5 questions, and we're going to answer those questions for you. As a caveat, spoiler alert, because some of this may be a spoiler, right, Joe?
Yeah. But before we get into the questions, what's the movie about?
The movie is about the DC character called SHAZAM. He originally was called Captain Marvel, but they had some legal issues with the Marvel Comics. I believe it was originally a Fawcett character, which was the comic company, and DC acquired it. He's a young teenage boy, probably about Josiah's age, that is granted powers by a wizard. When he says this name, SHAZAM, it all stands for something. It's like the strength of someone, the speed of someone, blah, blah, blah.
And he's got to save the world from a guy being possessed by the 7 deadly sins who has a prosthetic eye. Dr.
Savannah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump right in. Josiah's or JoJo's going to ask the questions. So, in no particular order.
I don't know which one to choose.
Just pick one.
Alright. First off, what was your favorite character and why?
You want me to answer? If I answer this one first, you answer the next one first.
Alright.
Okay, my favorite character was Freddie Freeman. So he's one of the housemates of Billy Batson, who is SHAZAM. And I like him because he's the the comedic element. He's the character that's intended to be funny, and he does a real good job. I think he's cast excellently as a kid.
Yes.
And
I have to say he's my favorite too.
Yeah.
He's a really good character.
Yeah, he's
really
funny, right?
Really funny.
Yeah.
All right. On to the next question. What did you think of the casting of the movie, and did the cast do a good job of their roles?
So I'll let you answer this one
So
first.
I think they did, because SHAZAM, the SHAZAM superhero, did a good job of still acting like a kid, because really he's just a kid.
Mm-hmm. I think his name is Zachary Levi, or Levi
I think
Zachary.
It's Billy.
Well, his character name was Billy Batson.
Yeah, but the person playing him.
The boy or the adult?
The adult.
Yeah, that's Zachary Levi.
All right.
Yeah, I think they did a good job. I think they did a good job casting. So Zachary Levi does a great job of portraying SHAZAM as a teenager. So he's a fun character. I think he carries the tone. The whole tone of the movie is that tone. It's a fun, enjoyable, kid-ish type of movie. I think the other characters do a really good job as well. I think they did a good job of casting his housemates or his family. I was not over the moon for Dr. Savannah. Based on comics, Savannah is more of just a intelligent, kind of whiny, hunched over, tiny, evil scientist, and I think they cast him more as just a kind of just a normal dude, but almost like strong personality. And I wasn't super impressed with that. I didn't like the casting. I didn't like how the story played with that character, but that's just me.
All right, but also, I thought at the very beginning of the movie, where we see him as a kid, he looked like Harry Potter. I think he kind of looked like him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
About like I like Harry Potter.
On to the next question. What did the movie do good?
What did the movie do good?
What were some good things about the movie?
Again, I think the casting was really good. I think they cast really well with Zachary Levi in the lead role. I think the supporting cast was pretty good. I think the tone of the story, the fact that it is a little more of a lighthearted, I think they kind of were finding their niche in comic movies. Kind of like for the Marvel Ant-Man movies are a little more funny and comical. I think this is the DC version of that, and I think that's why it's winning at the box office.
Yeah, and I'm not really a huge mega fan of superheroes. I mean, I like them, but I like things that are more funny than superheroes, and that it was really funny.
Yeah,
a lot of good jokes.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next question. What did the movie do wrong?
You got to answer this one first.
All right. I thought at the end of the movie, like, Shazam lets all his
Spoiler. Spoiler
yeah,
alert.
Shazam lets all his housemates get superpowers too, and that was just kind of lame because they didn't do anything. I mean, they kind of helped, and they're like, "Oh, we got superpowers at the end."
So that was one of mine. So I was a little surprised that they played the Marvel family card in the first movie.
But as you said, like, some of the people got superpowers in the original.
Yeah. So in the original, again, there's a whole plethora of Marvels. There's Captain Marvel Jr., which is Freddie Freeman. So if you kind of know comics, you're kind of sitting there thinking, oh, Freddie Freeman, he eventually becomes Captain Marvel Jr. There was Mary. That was one of his the kids in his family. And you're like, there's a Mary Marvel in comics. There is a Grandpa Marvel. I don't even know his character name. And then there's this big Mr. Tawny, a big talking tiger. Yeah, a big talking tiger in the comics as well. So I thought that I was surprised that they played that card real quick in the movie. And also I wasn't super pleased with Dr. Savannah. Again, I didn't like how they kind of portrayed the character. He became equally powered to Shazam, and I didn't like how that played. Back to what they did well, I think the cameo of Mr. Mind, whom is the worm,
the caterpillar.
So if you looked, spoiler again, if you looked kind of early in the movie when people are first coming to the Rock of Eternity, you see Mr. Mind in a cage.
Just a random caterpillar. Like,
and then later they kind of cameo it that the cage is gone. That he's out of the cage, and what you have to do is, like in a Marvel movie, you have to stick around through the credits.
Yeah.
Because you get a little bit of extra if you hang around for a while, right?
He sees Mr. Mind. So, yeah.
Some spoiler. Again, Mr. Mind is in the cell with Savannah at the end and kind of is developing a villain duo.
Yeah.
Yes. So, last question.
What was something surprising about the movie, both good and bad?
Am I answering this one first?
Yeah.
Again, Mr. Mind. I think Mr. Mind, the worm, was in there. I think that was a surprising. I think that there was a nod to Mr. Tawny, which is the tiger character, when he gets knocked into that booth and he gives that little kid the tiger.
Oh, yeah.
And then the little kid later is holding the tiger. Right? So that's I think that may have been a little nod to that characterization. I was surprised that there was what I would say some non-kid tone to it.
Yeah.
So some of the things the villain did were a little shocking. I would have thought they would have played the kid card a little more. And
he just kills a person.
Well, it's the bad guys. Yeah, they are brutal. And just how that happens, I thought was a little bit strong tone for a movie that I felt was more targeted towards kids, older kids. So that was a surprise for me. But I mean, I think you don't like those kind of movies that have that kind of scary stuff in them.
No,
and you generally
I'm a wimp.
And generally, you don't like live action movies.
No.
But what was your overall assessment of the movie?
I thought it was really good.
Okay,
because what makes up a movie for me is if it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a good funny, I probably don't like it. If it's more serious and funny, I don't like it. But this was like 50% funny and 50% hero. And I like that.
Okay.
And also there were some jokes.
Lots of jokes. It's funny. Yeah, it's again, I think that's why it's successful, is because it's not taking itself too seriously. Like,
yeah.
So in the DC universe of movies, you've only seen Justice League.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what you liked about Justice League was the comedic element, was the Flash character.
Yeah.
Right? So I haven't seen neither of us have seen Aquaman. I saw Wonder Woman. I thought Wonder Woman was really good. Different tone completely. Again, haven't seen Aquaman. Saw the Superman Batman, which was just not a good movie. But it is what it is. Saw the original Superman, which was a okay movie as well. So in the DC universe of movies, again, not having seen Aquaman, which I hear phenomenal things about, I would say this one ranks up there with Wonder Woman as being one of the best in the DC movies.
And as for me, that's like only seen Justice League. It's much better than Justice League. But also, one more thing is, most superhero movies are like, as soon as they get powers, like, we gotta save the world. But they mess around for a bit. They're like messing with ATMs, getting beer. That was funny.
Yeah.
Right.
So you normally rate things, right?
Yeah.
So
JoJo
look into your.
All right. So out of the movie, I give it a 8.9 out of 10.
I think McDonald's bacon fries ranked higher than that, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
Oh, you came back and changed the score.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bacon.
All right. What about? But your book you just got ranked higher than that.
Oh yes. That's because I've played the game a lot and it's really cool. It's like.
All right. Yeah. I don't.
All right. That's for a different video.
All right. That's it for this week. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Or the comments below, and he's posting his video, which is filming over there, on his channel, while I'm posting mine on my channel. Thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to let us know, to be known when we post a new video.
Yeah.
And what do you normally say? Bye.
Bye.